What is up, guys, and welcome back. As you can see, we are continuing with our strength fire build for our big poker stick. We had just completed all of Southern Limgrave last time. I'm going to double check a couple things because I can't remember if I did it. But we're definitely going down here today. We are definitely going to do this spot here. And then we're headed off into the wild blue yonder to start really picking up some pace here. So the one thing I want to check here is to make sure that we did that last time. Okay, so that's all gold in there. So we're gonna actually go here, and then we are going to go and run through and get a couple things down here off this ledge. If Yara, by the way, wasn't where, or isn't where he's supposed to be over here, because we already killed the dragon, he's usually over in another spot. We're going to go talk to him as well so that we can continue his quest line, in case you want to get his really long poker stick katana, because usually he's here, but since we killed the dragon, he's going to be back over towards where Patches was. But that is not what we're after right now. There are two ways to get down here. One's a little bit more dangerous than the other. The easiest way to do it is if you want to come over here with Torrent, and if you look very carefully, there's a wind thing right there. You just fall off with Torrent right there. Or you can do a hippity-hoppity jump over there to down there to then down on another ledge and down and down and down. I'm going to take the safer route. So it really is, you just come right over here and fall off. Oop. Okay, good. I still got the buff. There we go. And then we are going to nuke this guy. Woo. Man, we need some more poise. That guy was just stun locking me out of that. Alright. But we still took him down. You come run up over here. And there's a talisman. I don't find this talisman all that useful. Talisman. I don't know why I said it so weirdly. But I don't find this one all that useful at all. I don't think I've ever used it on any character. But once you get that done, you can either just teleport back up, or you can use that wind tunnel that brought us down. You can use it to get back up. But we've done everything here. So now we are going to go talk to Yura real quick, and then we'll go run up here. So the easiest way to do that is actually just to get to the Murkwater coast here, because he's literally right below this grace. So we mount up. Again, fall right off that tree. And then we turn around. And there's Yara, or Yura, or whatever his name is.
Just well, I'm your tarnish. You stay the just remember me almost. Beyond lives we will meet. Beyond lives we will.
Alright. Now he's done talking. Alright. So now we need to go up and do all this stuff. So we're actually going to go to the War Master's shack. So there's two things that we're going to get. There's Golden Vow, Ash of War, not the incantation, unfortunately. The incantation is a lot better, because it doesn't mess up whatever incantation you have, or it doesn't mess up whatever Ash of War you have on a weapon. And then some weapons you can't even put Ashes of War on, so this is a good one for early level, but we definitely want the incantation. Ooh, We were talking about needing more poise. I jumped us up a whole 6 poise just putting on that chest piece. And then right here. Ooh, nice. Oh, I hate when it falls off. That is a somber 1. If you are trying to do an archer build and you want fire arrow mats, these right here, these little butterflies, you can basically just rinse and repeat that area. And boom, boom. Well, there you go. That's a ton of mats for making fire arrows. I don't think fire arrows are all that impressive. I'm testing a archery build right now. So you'll notice we just got kicked off our mount. That means we're about to be invaded. I'm testing an archery build. It's more for co-op, I'll be honest. You want somebody that can be up front, grabbing aggro. Oop, I didn't mean to do that last swing. Ah, stupid hammer. There. And that's down. So we get the Mace Talisman. And then for those that want to do duels with people without doing the Coliseum, there you go. Gives you some PvP stuff going on. Alright, so that's all that. So that means we have now officially completed every portion that we can currently do here in Limgrave, with the exception of 2 things. One, there's the hero's grave that's down here. We haven't done it, and we have not done the tree sentinel that's up here. Those are the only 2 things that I probably won't do for a while, just because I don't really have a reason to go to either. I don't want the weapon from the tree sentinel. He does give decent runes, but meh. And Hero's Grave, there's 2 things down there. There's a seed that you can get, a golden seed. And then there is the Dragon Communion Seal. So if you're trying to be like a dragon priest or use the dragon incantations that we talked about earlier, that actually helps boost them. There's Wild Strikes. That's good if you have a slower attacking weapon, like a mid to slow attacking weapon. You would want to use it to basically just increase the overall attack speed. Doesn't completely increase it, like it's not going to go from a medium to a fast attack speed or something crazy like that, but it does help. What? We've got the wolves on. We don't have enough points for anything else. Right here's Rogier. Go ahead and summon him if this is your first time doing this. I do it just because it's fun. So that loses us 2 poise. Nope. I was just seeing if I had anything else I could equip. I kind of like this look. I mean, it's very Arthurian, I guess. I don't know. Just looks cool. Alright, so then we're going to summon our wolvies. They're going to get yeeted pretty quick, though. Get some jump strikes in.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must run in thy veins. Tarnished.
I'm out of stamina. Too bad you can't knock bosses off the map. Like they can knock you off the map. Ooh. I thought I was far enough away. And there she be. And now we got the talisman pouch. Rogier goes back to his little hole in the wall. We got, I think it's like 12,000 runes, something like that. 9,000 runes, I don't remember.
The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
I like how a lot of the bosses that you fight will say crap to you after you've beat them. Alright, let's rest. Level up. I don't remember what we did last time, so we're going to go back to doing 2-1-1. Again, until mind is, I think it's actually 16 mind, gives us exactly 100 FP, which is what I want. I want to have 100 FP. For summon, for being able to use our Ash of War. Endurance, that needs to be at 20. And then this, we're going to go into where it's 60. And then from there, we'll figure out what else we need to boost. So we're just going to go back and do 2 points, 1, 1, 1. Until everything's at what I need at. Get some more vigor, which always is better. Now, this is where I'm going to have to do some farming. Talk to this guy. He just wants us to go the back way to get there. A lot of people say he steals runes. If you die, your runes get depleted. I think it's like 10%, something like that. I've never really noticed, but I don't really keep a running eye on how many runes I have. I kind of just, if I look down and see that I might have enough to level, I level. If I don't, I just keep going. These are the most annoying freaking enemies here. They are birds with blades on their feet. There are some things that you can gather around here, like if you go jumping off this direction, there's an item back there that you can get. There's 2 more birds to fight. There's some more smithing stones. Honestly, there's nothing over here that you cannot already get like plenty of somewhere else without having to fight death birds with talons. Okay. I was playing with my friend yesterday, testing out my archer build, and I stopped right here, and he kept running and ran right off the ladder. I did a build based off of that attack that those guys do. It's actually pretty interesting. Okay. Oh, commoner's carbs. So this guy has the weapon that I want. But it has a very low drop chance. And there's several throughout the castle that we're doing. But he's the first and easiest one to get to. So I will farm that later, because that's the weapon I'm going to probably end up using, just because I think the stats are overall better. Ooh. Only downside to fire weapons. You hit a red barrel, and you take damage. Doo-doo. Clean that hallway for me, please. Thank you. We're gonna jump up here and get some sleepy arrows. Then we gotta go in here because there's a key right there for a door down there. But trick fight. That is like super dark. Lantern of light. Curved sword talisman's pretty good. I believe, isn't that the one that does block counters? Am I going crazy? Yeah, guard counters. So basically, if you're doing a paladin build where you're sword boarding it the whole time, that's actually a really good trinket to have on early game, so that all of your block counters just do more damage. But once we complete this castle, before we move on to the Liurnia of the Lakes, Lake Liurnia, whatever you want to call it. Bye-bye. We are going to go do the nighttime bosses here in Limgrave. At that point, we will try to do the Tree Sentinel and Hero's Grave. We're going to come right back out here in just a second. No reason to fight that guy. We're running right up the steps and over into this room where there's another Grace. Because now we're going to go do some zoomy jumping and all that fun stuff. So if you just come right here and you just walk towards these vines, you'll fall down. And then same thing, just walk towards the little glowy dot here, pick that up. There's no way to get over there from out here, so we're just gonna go, oop, I missed. Be careful if you're using the flame art like we are. Those red barrels will explode. But then you go jump over here. There's going to be two guys, one with a shield and then one in the room using a bow. Ooh. And here is a big bonk stick. If that's what you're after, our big bonk sticks. Now we could teleport back up to the other Grace, but man, free XP. Climbing. Roll dodge. Excuse me, Mr. Banished Knight. Not really here for you. But we're gonna go reset that. Just because I don't want to deal with him. Ooh, they're using a big, it's the strength scythe. Jump over here, jump over here. Gives you a drawstring fire grease. Then we're going to go up the stairs. We're headed to the roof. Ooh. Bye. Did he not die? How did you live? Oh well. Oop, I missed. Alright, now there's a guy over here. The dude with the fire stick. He can blow a horn and alert everybody over here. Take him out quickly. Then you just take your time. Oh, oh, I thought you both went down. Leave me alone. Lots of stuff for arrows. That's what my brain sees now after playing that Archer all day yesterday. It's like I'm sitting here going, oh, well, there's some ammo. There's some ammo. Let's take a pot just because this bird can hit you really hard. There's a bird right below us. That's where all these little death things come from. So, if you lock onto the bird, lock off, it makes it so much easier because it stuns him for just a second so that you can get out of the drop animation and then keep wailing on him. So you can jump over there to jump up on the thing to get onto this ledge, or you can just jump at an angle right here and get on this ledge. Be careful because if you hit that one corner a little too hard on your jump, you will actually just fall off. But if you're careful, you can walk right back here. And there is Smithing Stone level 2, I believe. Yes. And you get 2 of them. And then we just carefully walk back. Now we jump. Jump up here. The platforming in this game is insane. Like, if I didn't know it was a thing that you could do, I'd miss so much stuff in this game. Ah, I thought I rolled in time. There we go. I have an arrow stuck in my face. Then you climb this really big ladder. And way up here at the top, there is the Claw Talisman. That is for jump strikes. So from here, you can do one of two things. You can teleport back to the Grace we were just at, which is something I would recommend doing anyway. Or, if you just want to skip all that nonsense, you can just follow this ledge back around. And you can drop right down here. Now, the reason why I recommend going back is because there is a thing over there that we can do with a Crucible Knight. And then there's Rajier in there, and there's some items that we can get on the roof over there. But before we do all that, I just realized that I don't have a way to cheese the Crucible Knight here. Well, actually, there is. So I was going to go get a crossbow, but I'm actually going to not do that this time. Okie dokie now. So, what I was going to do was go get a crossbow to cheese the guy a certain way, but no need. Take down the birds. these ones do two annoying things. Not only do they have the Warhawk Talon, which we just got, but they have blades on their feet. So kind of dope. Or they will. Sorry, they have blades on their feet. Ow, I didn't mean to unlock. But they also will throw barrels, the fire barrels at you, which is super annoying. Here, watch. I'll show you. Hi, buddy. There we go. And then before we go do the drop down, I'm going to run right over here. So there is a bird right behind this wall. And if you do it right, you can get him to kill himself. No, he didn't do it. Smithing's down number 2. In case you're still trying to level up weapons. Now bear in mind, we're doing all this with a rank 0 weapon. Like, we really haven't done anything. If you're careful, you can literally just walk right off this ledge. And then walk right off the ledge again. And then carefully do it again. And the marred wooden shield. Drop down. And then right over here is going to be a false drop. So first time I did this, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to die. But hit it, it crumbles. You fall way farther than what would normally kill you, but you don't die. Because it is a planned fall. Storm Assault, pretty good weapon art for halberds and stuff. It's the one where you'll see people running around and jumping. So what we want to do, there's 2 ways to cheese him, and hopefully I can get this to work the first time, is get past him, get him to follow you, and then you come stand right here. What you want to do is get the ladder, or the elevator here, to start going up while he's on it, and you are not, because he will fall off to his death. Oh, and he decided, ooh, he tried to juke us. Not nice, buddy. Ooh, no, no. Crap. Now he'll just despawn. I didn't mean to roll onto the button. I thought he was going to take a step forward so that when I hit the button, he would be on, but... Now that we've activated this, by the way... Woo! Right, see how he's... Oh, it didn't work. No bueno! Oh, he fell in the hole. Alright, I'll take that as a win. He apparently fell in that hole and died. Usually I get him to go up the elevator, and then he'll try and come off to get me, and he dies. So, that's fun. But we killed him. So that's how you can cheese him. Apparently you can get him to fall in the hole, or take the elevator of doom. Number 1 killer of players since 2003. Or was it 2000? No, 2000. Yeah, 2008. World of Warcraft reference. In fact, World of Warcraft was one of the first games, I believe, that had a metric for how many people died from missing an elevator. There was a particular raid where if you were even half a second late, the elevator would start going without you, and you would just fall to your death. Oh look, now I got 2 of those. I could dual wield them. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that bird. Oh, okay, maybe that was a bad idea. We're gonna come right over here. And then we're gonna jump off towards this ledge. Pick up the kukri. Come on, bird. Come on, bird. Bye, bird. Alright, so then we just fall down in here. And here's Rajier. We want to make sure that we talk to Rajier. I'm here to defeat Godric. Now, if you're trying to do a Spellblade, he actually has one of the best Ashes of War in the game. Carrion, Greatsword for Spellblades. You put this on a weapon, and when you activate it, you hold it just like the spell. It gets bigger and bigger, and then you slice down. It's phenomenal. There's also Spinning Weapon, which is pretty good. It's a defensive type thing. It can still do pretty good damage, and it can actually stun people too. And then you've got Glintstone Pebble, but if you're any caster class at all, even Spellblades, you should have started with the actual spell. I don't know why you would want to take up an Ash of War for that, but tomato, tomato, to each their own. Alright, so there will be a Banished Knight and a Squire. Get rid of the Squire. Woo. Let me heal, bro. Get yeeted. Alright. Golden Rune. We're gonna go to the left here, because there's a dude down here in this hallway. Another guy that has the chance of dropping the axe that I want. As you can see, there's only a few of those guys. And there's a room where there's two of them. A little trickier to get to. But I can't wait until we get to it. Golden Pickled Foulfoot. That's how you can get some increased runes. And then turn around, open this door, because this is going to be important here in a second. Okay, I didn't need Stormhawk feathers, but alright. We're going to come over here, poke him. There's a Stone Sword key. Right there. If you have a bow or you're a spellcaster, you can literally stand up here and beat that guy up. Unfortunately, I don't have either of those options. So we're going to have to just do it the old-fashioned way. I'm not trying to pick on you yet, Crafted Scion. And there it is. That guy used to dunk all over me, man. Feels so good when... Like, that's the thing I like about this game. Is like, yeah, it's hard. Like, People will tell you it's the easiest Souls game ever. Yeah, it's probably easier than the other Souls games. I wouldn't know. I've never played them, but it is still rough. And when you spend out, like the first time I came in here, I probably spent 2-3 hours alone. Oops. We didn't go talk to what's her face again to get her item. Oh well. That's how you get the Scarlet Hood, by the way, is you gotta go talk to her and do all that fun stuff. So now I don't even know if I can get the Scarlet Hood. I done goofed. Alright, so this is the other spot that I was talking about. This is gonna have two of the guys that ooh, I forgot. Here's a somber stone over here. So there's two of the guys that that drop the axe that I want. Dude number 1. Dude number 2. You also get the iron web blade, you get a shield, and you get a thrusting weapon. There is a guy right outside here. If you're trying to get a torch pole, he has a chance to drop it. But yeah. So there's that. Then we continue our run around. You know, I've never read what that momentum yeah, memento. Well, let's go see if I can find it. Am I blind? Put the axe on for now. Why am I not finding it? There it is. Brooch wrapped in red velvet. Memento left by the chrysalids. Sacrifice for grafting. A brooch wrapped in red velvet. Traces of blood are visible. Faintly visible spirits try to convey something, but their voices cannot be heard. Maybe we can turn it into the chick at the round table hold? I don't know. Oop. There's you some regular arrows for the archery boys if you're trying to do that build. Have fun with that. Let me know how it goes, because I'm either messing something up or I'm not doing it right. Either way. There's a great shield, not the best, but if you're trying to do a big boy great shield kind of build, well, it's pretty decent. Okay, then we come over here, grab you, and we're gonna grab this Grace here. Rest up. We're going to try and level up. So we're going to put 1 here, and we almost have enough to do that. So before we level, let's inventory. We needed like 100 more. So I'm going to just be on the safe side, pop 2 of these and get 400. Level up. So we put a point there, and then the next point goes there. Boom. Yeah, and we're left with 357 runes. Alright, so now we're actually going to run. We're gonna do a couple other things here. Not really worried about these guys here. Grab this painting, that will be important later. Come on, biggin. He nuked his own dog. Be careful. Group of rats down here. What the? Stop missing. See, and that's why I hate rats. I hate rats. Oh my god. It's also kind of the downside with having a melee weapon that pokes instead of does the slashes. But that's okay. Off to do it all over again. So run. Dodge through all these people. There we go. Still took a lot of damage. Alright. Use a stone sword key here. And in this, there are 2 chests behind that door. This one here gives you the Godslayer seal, which is great for Godslayer incantations, which, by the way, that Pearlbrook gives us 2. Gives us the Black Flame Fireball spell. And it also gives us the Black Flame Blade incantation. Now the problem is with Black Flame Blade, it only lasts like 2 or 3 seconds. It's not long at all. So in my opinion, not worth it until you can get the actual sword that has the Ash of War basically already on it, because it doesn't behave like the incantation you can get here. But hi, buddy. This isn't gonna be good. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. I didn't know he could throw fire. Damn. This is what happens when you're trying to run through here with a sword that is not leveled up at all. On the plus side, now I just get to run. I can ignore everybody and everything. my runes back. We'll play it a little bit more safe. I was hoping to just nuke down this first guy before the second guy showed up. We don't really need to come this direction, but... Ooh, nope. I say more safe, but... Or safer. But, those guys are still deadly. And another big axe guy. This is the only reason why I'm coming up here. Like, there are some items that you can get up here, but I was coming up because there's that guy there. And that was pretty much it. I don't think there's another axe guy. But there's a cookbook. And it lets me get back over easier to where we started without having to teleport. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 10. And then there's another Banished Knight and his squire, but there's nothing else over here in this corner. So, we're going to ignore that. Actually, I want to run off right there. Run, jump. And we're just going to go make a loopy back over to where we were just at. Now, instead of going to the right, we're going to go to the left. Night, night. All the rats are down there now. No! No! I refuse to be stun locked. Rats are a menace to society. If it's just one, it's not so bad. But it's when you have 3 or more. This gets stupid quickly. Target the right thing. Ooh, got a torch pole. If you want a spear that just does automatic fire damage. Do not rest at this grace. Even if you need a gazillion health potions, do not rest at this grace. All those ballista or ballista guys that we just murderized, they will come back, and they will definitely mess up your day. There are 2 more axe wielders. That's kind of why I went this way. I'll take some smithing stone 2s. I am going to run down here, though, before we keep going up the hill. We get ballista bolts, a golden rune 2, and a golden rune 1. Alright, work. I'm on vacation. Stop popping up messages. Now, before I fight all these dudes, I'm going to go grab another grace over here, though. hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, thank you. That guy is big and beefy. Now this grace I can rest at because I don't have to worry about the ballistas trying to mess up my day. So rest there, and then we're gonna run back out. First thing we're gonna do is gonna be killing Big Wolfy Boy. What do I mean by Big Wolfy Boy? I mean that guy. Luckily though, we can summon our wolves right here. He's going to make very quick work of them. But I don't use them to deal with the overall damage. I use them just to basically annoy him so I can go in and hit him harder. Downside to the melee builds is when you have something like that, it just absolutely can wreck up your day. If it wasn't for all these guys, this would be another good spot to try and farm for the axe that I want. Problem is there's just so many of those guys that, one, we don't do enough AoE damage. It's hard to gather them all up. You could try running up this way, but there's more ballistas with exploding bolts up that way, so I wouldn't recommend it. But that's everything that we needed here, honestly. We just wanted to come get that grace because we're going to need it later. So now we're going to go back up to the lift side chamber. And we're going to finally start clearing out this little area here. Hopefully, anyway. We're almost done. We only have 2 major areas to get through now. I thought that fight was going to go a lot longer than it did. Again, not bad for having a rank 0 sword. I mean, typically what would happen is you would want to have a level 3, 4 sword if you're not using sombers by this point. What the? Alright. Yeah, normally you'd be wanting to come through here. By this point, you should have, you know, with regular smithing stones, should be up to the 4 or 5. With somber, you should be up to at least a 4, 5 if you wanted to grab the extra one. Oh, I missed a guy. Hey, buddy. Right. There we go. I didn't see anything else drop, so I'm not really worried about it. Take him down. And one more of the axe boys that I want. And still no axe. I'll tell you, it's like a 2% drop rate for that thing. As soon as we get it, though, we're going to have so many mats to use to level it. And I'm definitely going to be farming for it off camera, because I want that axe. But this room is now all cleared, so now we're going to head off to the next point. Ow. This bird's more annoying than the other ones. Because this one not only can do that, but it can breathe freaking fire. And has way more health. And as much as I would like to rest at the Grace to get my health potions back, I do that and everything respawns. So that's a big no-no. And still no axe. Smithing Stone 2. Right now we'd have enough to take a weapon up to +6, I believe. Hit you with that. Hit you with that again. Ooh, missed. Now, it's imperative that we go in this little room right here and we talk to Nefeli. I think you're going to go through her dialogue just like everybody else is. You're just going to absolutely clear through this. There we go, Smithing Stone 1. We got 4 of those. Golden Seed. And then before we go make Big Guy mad, because we're going to make him chase us for a second, come over here and get another Smithing Stone 2. Alright. Then we just run over here and we go, hey, Biggin, follow me. Follow me. Come on. You got this. The reason why you want him to follow you over here is because you want him to break this statue. Ow! Never had that happen. Oh my god, why am I not jumping? Okay, now I'm just making stupid mistakes. I'm just gonna run away. He broke what I needed. We got 5 Smithing Stone 1s and 1 Smithing Stone 2, I think. But there's a Grace right here. I can use it. And boom. Alright. No! I don't want to hit the pot, people. There we go. Stormcaller. Probably one of the most fun Ashes of War I've ever used. Let's go, big boy. There we go. Correct pots all around. Now, you don't have to go the way I'm going in order to get to what I'm trying to do. But we want to hit this. Oop. Oh, snot. Ho. I am surprised we lived. I did not mean... that takes us back to the graves right there, though. Whee. Okay. But what you want to do is turn around and run back this way. And we got to do some more platforming. But you don't have to go this way at all. Like, this is not a requirement to go do this to get to the seed beast, as I've heard them called. I know they have a name, but everybody I've watched play this game calls them seed beasts, so that's what I call them. But they're beasts, so when you slay them, they give you golden seeds. So I don't really care what they're called. Golden rune, smithing stone 1. Like, there's so many smithing stones. The only reason why I would go this way is I want to show you guys a shield that you can get. Other than that, none of this is necessary. Take care of all those dudes, and the shield is right there. Come out here. There's a smithing stone 3. That's how you get weapons up to +9. And then if you're careful, you just want to... Ooh, that scared the snot out of me. There we go. And you come over here, grab that golden rune 5. And then you open this doorway. Now, the reason why I'm saying you don't have to do all that if you don't want to is right there, there's a ledge that you can drop down to there. And then from there, you drop down to that point, jump across, go down and around, and all that fun stuff. So what I just did, absolutely not necessary at all to do. But if you do, then there are some things that you can get. The arterial leaf, get all the crafting stones that we just got. Plus there's a few extra runes in it for you. Somber Stone 2, or sorry, not Somber, Smithing Stone 2. Golden Rune 2. Come on, Bacon. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. All these Poison Bloom. And this is a death spell called the Rancor Call. And this is where the beast is. Now this is one of the very few times where you do not get a summon while trying to fight one of these things. Aw. I misjudged my roll time. Gonna try and finish it with a crit, but oh well. Golden Seed, Stone Sword Key, Throwing Dagger. Then there's a trinket back here for vitality. Then of course there's this ginormous, ugly corpse thing. Like there's the nose, the eyes. I don't know, some kind of like stone or something embedded in it. Yeah. Anywho, but there's that. And then this is the world's largest ladder. You don't really need to do that, so we're just going to go back to the secluded cell. Okay. Now, with that, we've got quite a bit of runes after all that running around. So let's go ahead and level up. So we just did the 2 there. We did the 1 and 1. So now we do 1. And now we get 1 point there as well. And like we're almost done with getting mind. We need 3 more points into mind. Endurance needs 6 more points. So, I mean, we're getting pretty close to starting to leveling out what we need. So that's a plus. This is imperative. This is the only time really that a summon is required if you're needing specific items. You want to get Nepheli in here. You only need to do it once. She doesn't need to be there when you actually kill the guy. So even if she dies during this fight, it's not that important. But you need to summon her in here at least once. Cool cutscenes. If you haven't seen them, let me know. We can always, come redo fights later. Come on. I need you guys to distract me for half a second. Now this guy actually takes reduced fire damage. What? He's not supposed to do that particular attack. It would have been better had I had a bleed weapon. And now we're on to phase 2. He just has it out for Nefelli, man.
I am the Lord of all that is
Whew.
golden.
That was close. He took her out and almost killed me in the same fell swoop.
We'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Like I said, almost every boss in this game has something to say when they die. It's pretty fun. So that guy that we were saying at the beginning, they, will steal your runes and everything. He's also a merchant.
Oh, he got water, though he hadn't.
So you can purchase stuff from him. He does have the bandit garb, which is honestly. It's right about kind of where we're already sitting in place. He does have the Castus. If you're wanting to do a fist build, knock yourself out. I've never really gotten anything good from it. But he's not always here. Like, he leaves. So if you're wanting stuff, either buy it now or murder him for his ball bearing. One of the two. So from there, we go back to the Limgrave Tower. It's crazy. We're almost done with Limgrave. So, we got 15k runes. I want to go ahead and spin those real quick on leveling. So, level up. 1.1. We only have one. Darn. Alright. There we go. Get a Bolt Drake that reduces our lightning damage. Like how much we take of lightning damage. So there are 3 of these golem dudes. There's this one. There's one over there. You can see him rezzing now. And then there's also an archer. Wrong side. But you can get them to fight each other, kind of. There we go. That one's down. Oh, I rolled dodge past that. Turd. No. Hit him again. Hit him again. I have no reason to actually try and nuke this stuff, but go. By the way, if you time it just right, you can actually just jump and the arrows do no damage. this guy has a chance of dropping his bow. Alright, jump. Jump. Strike. Thank you. And he only gave us great arrows. Kind of annoying, but like if you're looking specifically for that bow, there's only a handful of places you can actually go to where you can just farm these guys over and over again. Because most of the ones that you'll find out in the world, they are that you take them down once, and then it doesn't matter how many graces you go and stop at, or you leave the game and do all that fun stuff, they just won't respawn. So, if you find a spot where they do respawn and you're looking for either the big halberd that they wield or their bow, that's where you're going to have to farm. But we did get enough runes to be able to level up again, so that's a plus. Get to put it in endurance, putting our endurance up to 15. Not bad. I'm kind of liking how this chest piece looks. We need to go get some of the other armor pieces so that it all matches. Elevator is kind of bumpy. Hey, here we are. Then we go up here, and this is our very first Great Rune. In my opinion, one of the most overused Great Runes because of how beneficial it really is. I mean, this thing gives you health and stamina and pretty much everything. So it's really, really beneficial. Alright, so like I said, we are technically done with the portions that I wanted to do for Limgrave. So now we could really go into Liurnia and start clearing that out, get to the academy and do all that fun stuff. But before I get off, I'm going to attempt the Tree Sentinel at least once. So either we're going to down him or he's going to beat us into the ground. Good lord. Let's talk to this guy again. So he tells us that we need to go to the Round Table Hold. So that's what we're gonna do real quick. Actually, we'll go talk about the essences and how to equip the Great Runes and all that real fast. So there was a door up here that was locked, but I just want to try something here.
Greetings, my name isn't Miss Round. I never knew the although I'm still looking.
Oh, I see. We never came in here and talked to everybody. That's why her thing's not there. I'm so dumb. Alright, let's do this real quick.
She has it. I saw another eye.
Which also means we need to go back and get the golden seed where she was at.
You'll tell I don't believe. If I do, I suppose I'll ask certainly. I know I can tell.
Then we run back over here. We talk to him again.
Back all no matter. Look up. I would step absurd. I don't doubt.
Now, if I talk to her again, do I get her cape?
I suppose I'll ask my.
Okay, we actually have to run around and talk to everybody real quick, though.
Can you believe that? Can scarcely believe. You might be surprised. Then they only have to. It's on Mount. That's where they hide. Just you. Your room. The tale of. That's where they hide. Just you. The tale of. I'm glad you took those who all the more. Well, another for with a. How would you, if you're inclined? Then I'll introduce. I have a matter of mind. The beast himself. What say you? Very. I've marked the look. It will lead you. Oh, welcome to the. I teach and explore so that one day, ensuring by the way, you do most time you are well. May the golden order.
Don't give him the prayer books that you get because he does leave the Round Table Hold.
I count very well. It is said. Allow you a house. Remember your. There's.
Okay. Get everybody to go bloop to where they need to be. Then we come talk to him. He doesn't say anything, but we get that. Then we talk to the fellow.
I'm glad to see. I found it in God. You defeat to make good use of. I don't intend to. I wonder if he's in his. If you haven't already, Father is. I'm sure to. He said, "I'll see you again."
All right, we want it to where she says, "I'll see you again." And then she's moved because she now does spirit summoning.
Good to see you again. I have you to thank. I can happily. I'm as yet. But and well, I served Roderick.
So you can spend stuff to get her to level that up. But see how her thing's gone? I'm gonna go back to the castle and see if it's there. So don't have anything there because I don't want him strengthening any weapons yet until we get that axe. So real quick, we're gonna go do two things. First, we're gonna go back to the castle, and I believe it is Rampart Tower. Is that where I want to go? Yes. Good, I did send it up. And we're gonna go back in that room where the dogs were at. And there it is. Ha ha ha. So we didn't lose out. That's a plus. Nope, nope, nope. Crimson Hood. There we go. And then from there, we're actually going to run back to here, the Storm Hill Shack, because she will drop a golden seed when she goes from there to Round Table. So now you come in here, and you got the golden seed. Now let's go take on, because the next stream we do is going to be taking out all the nighttime bosses before we start Laerny of the Lakes. Alright, so now, oh wait. Whole reason why we went to the Round Table. Alright. Now that this door is open, you can come talk to this chick. This is where you can turn in your remembrances from bosses if you want to get their weapons, spells, that kind of stuff. Alright, so receive from remembrances. So right now the only one we have is from Godric the Grafted, because we just murderized him. But it gives us an option of one of two things. So we can get the axe, which, I've tried playing with it. It requires way too many stats to be useful early game, and by mid to late game, it just doesn't hold up to a lot of other great axes. This right here is a fist weapon for faith users. You boost your faith, requires strength, dex, and faith. Scales off of all three, so in my opinion, you need way too many points to make this a viable fist weapon compared to some of the other fist weapons you can get. But it does innate fire damage and physical damage, plus you get the Bear Witness, which is where it bites and does the fire breath, if I remember correctly. But yeah, none of those I need, so I'll just end up gobbling it up for the souls. So, alright, Rajier, by the way, is in here. You come talk to him. He's going to give us a free weapon. There you go. I defeated Godric.
Well done. Something to mark. As you might have guessed, no need to be.
There you go. You can still buy his stuff from him if you need to. This is now open, so you can actually go talk to what's his face.
You've received the will, and I am known as a tarnished. You now be.
And the only thing I would say talk to him about
General Regulator, right? Morgoth, and you'll still be.
is
I
Nepheli.
understand. She's my daughter. I took her in when she low on me, so I put her do not hesitate despite her look.
And there we go. Every time you beat a boss, you just come talk to him, and he'll give you stuff. Down here is the merchant people. They have all the starting weapons for every class, with the exception of the samurai's uchikatana. But everybody else's starting weapons, you can get rapier, scimitar, the battle axe. You can get the dagger, the long sword, a short spear, a mace. You don't get the halberd either, but again, like most of these are, nah. If you're trying to do a poise build, like if you're wanting maximum amount of poise early on, these right here will give you 51 poise total, if I remember correctly. It's the first set of stuff you can get that will give you exactly the 51 poise. Doesn't look all that great in my opinion. Looks too, I don't know. It just doesn't look good. Rune arcs, you need these for your great runes. The white cipher, you use that if you want to aid in the, or when you're invaded, it will help summon somebody in to help you kill them. You've got the blue cipher, answer requests for summoning from hunters. You need both of these. This is the memory stone, so you get another memory slot. You have stone sword key, which you need a bunch of. And then, this right here, you take on the appearance of the host of fingers, so it just makes it harder when somebody does invade to figure out who the host is. And then this right here makes them look like you in case, I don't know, you just want to be funny that way. Get invaded and it's like, oh, I'll look like you, you look like me, and they won't have a clue who's who. But anyway, so there's that. Let's see if we have enough. Oh. I didn't want to talk to you. I wanted to hit the grace. And we do have enough for another flask. Oh. Actually, let's allocate flask charges. We've got 9. Nice. We're moving up in the world. All right. So from there, now let's go back down here. And we will attempt to take down the tree sentinel. So yeah, next stream, what we'll end up doing. Smells like somebody's cooking. The next thing we'll do, he's already moved. Next stream, either we take this guy down, because I'm only going to give it one attempt. We either take him down now, or the next one we'll try again, and then we're going to go do the hero's grave down that way, take out the nighttime bosses here, and move into Lakes of Ligarnia. This guy hits hard and attacks fast and has a ton of health. This would work way better if I had a bleed weapon. Now, if you're really good, you can do this now without being mounted. I like being able to go in, get a couple hits, and get the heck out of dodge. That right there could kill you. That's the other reason why I like using Torrent. Whew. You see how far away we were and that still hit us? That almost destroyed Torrent. And there it is. So we go from 10,000 runes to 13,300. And we get the golden halberd. Not, in my opinion, the best halberd either. It does come with, I believe, golden vow automatically. Yes, it contains the Ash of War golden vow automatically. As you can see, it's a strength faith weapon. It's what it scales off of. It does auto holy damage. It's just I don't know. Not my cup of tea. But like I said, in the next video, what we'll do now is we'll go back down there. We'll take the elevator down, do Hero's Grace, kill the nighttime bosses that are here, and then move on to Lakes of Liurnia. So there's that. Let's see if we can put a point into our strength. Or no, that point goes there. So now we have 6, 5, or no, 2. We need 2 more points. So we have 2, 5, and then a bunch. 37 more points. And then we want to get Vigor up to 60 as well. So 32 points. But yeah, there's that. I'm going to go investigate this smell because it smells like somebody is cooking something. And I'm hungry because I have not eaten today. But that's going to be the stream for now. I'll try to be back on if my friends are not on wanting to play something else. I will try to be back on later. So I will catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.